and whatever. Funny story though. And I started telling it yesterday when we were looking for that Korok on the pirate ship, and then I got sidetracked and I realized I never forgot to tell the story. So anyone who's been waiting 24 hours for the ending of that story, here you go. I got this white noise machine for sleeping because I thought maybe it would help my brain shut up at night so I could sleep. This was before I knew that I had ADHD, by the way. I was like, I don't know, my brain won't stop talking to me and I'm trying to sleep. Maybe white noise will help. So I got one of those. And for the last week or so, my husband and I have just been trying out the different sounds. Like, oh, let's do rain tonight. That's a good one. Oh, let's do thunder. That's cool, except I kept looking for lightning. So that was a little bit, someone's hit or miss. The summer night with the crickets is cool, except I'm like, it's January. The crickets are like deep in hibernation or whatever they do. The cricket could tell you, you know? You can't get into the Discord. What's the error that you're getting, by the way? Because usually, let me put the thing again, because I don't remember. So if you go user settings, and then connections, and then do you have it, like, synced up to your Twitch account? Because that is necessary. But assuming you have your Twitch and your Discord connected, it should, like, load in. Usually it only takes a few minutes. If you, like, close it and open it again, maybe. That might help. Anyway, one of the sounds on our thing is ocean. And I was like, yeah, that'll be like rain, just the kind of constant one, you know? The thunder one, it would kind of like thunder and then be quiet and then thunder, and every time it thunders, I'm like looking for lightning or being like, oh, thunderstorm, you know? Because I get excited about thunderstorms, so that wasn't super helping me sleep. So I was like, let's try the ocean waves one. We'll try that. And then so I'm trying to sleep, and I'm like, okay, you know, embrace the waves. Just focus on that. Don't think about game projects or music projects or art projects. Don't think about any projects or anything that you want to do, or what you're going to do tomorrow, or don't be excited about stuff. Just think about the waves. So then I was imagining, like, my husband and my dog and me, like, on the beach, and I was like, oh my god, can our dog swim? We've never taken him to the ocean before. What if he gets, like, do we have water wings, little doggy water wings for him? Do we have, like, a water harness or whatever? Like, I don't know. And then that started stressing me out, so I was like, hey, don't think about that. Don't think about that. I was like, no, don't worry about it. It's not real. It's a dream. Just put yourself in this, like, ocean dream. The dog can swim like a mermaid. He's like a Zora dog. He can just swim beautifully, and he's not going to go too far away. And I was like, though the ocean's big and there's sharks and it's scary. And I was like, okay, never mind. We're not doing that. And then my brain was like, okay, pirates. And then I started thinking, and it's like midnight, and I'm like, I gotta sleep, so I put the white noise thing on, right? And then, so I'm trying to sleep, and I'm like, okay, pirates. And then I start seeing movies in my head. There's boats everywhere, and you're exploring and looking for treasure. And I was like, hey, it's that game idea again. Oh yeah, so spoiler alert, I guess. Don't steal my game idea, guys. It's about exploring on a boat. It's never been done before. But every time, I'm gonna start a new notebook for this, and I'm bad for starting a new notebook every time I have an idea that I'm like, no, I'm definitely gonna do it this time, and then I write like 3 pages at the front, and then I never touch that notebook again. But this is like the 3rd or 4th time that I've been like, I want to make a boat game. So I'm gonna start the notebook. And so instead of sleeping, it was like midnight, and I'm listening to my ocean sounds, trying to relax, I'm thinking about boats, and I'm thinking about, like, diving for treasure. I'm thinking about the parts in Assassin's Creed Black Flag where you dive and there's, like, sharks and eels and stuff, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, you could have a pet eel. You could have, like, we could do this, and I could have that, and there could be this, and there could be islands that have this, and you could unlock that, and you could upgrade this, and then I wrote 8 pages of game dev ideas at midnight in bed. Also, it gets better. So not only am I all hyped up on boat ideas now, we're never listening to ocean waves going to bed again. I realize that is the most anti-sleep sound for me. Apparently just the calming ocean just gets me all fired up and thinking about boats and pirates and things. The funniest thing about all this, so my husband is like sleeping, or almost sleeping, and the lights are out and I don't want to wake him up. So I'm writing in the dark. I'm scribbling on this little notepad that I keep by my bed because I will not sleep. If I don't have a notebook or something by my bed, I will sit there just repeating these things in my head so I don't forget them, and then I won't sleep, right? So I have to get it out. Whether I can read it or not in the morning, like whatever I scribbled half asleep in the middle of the night when I wake up, you know, wake up at 3 in the morning, oh, this would be great, or scribble it down. Doesn't matter if I can read it later or not, as long as it's out of my head, I'm good, right? The funniest part, though, is that I had put a bunch of hand lotion on because the only time I put lotion on my hands is at night because I hate touching things and having greasy hands, like, during the day. So at night, I'll just put them on. I just slathered that stuff all over my hands because it's winter and they're super dry. And you know how you can get like those little cotton gloves or whatever that you can wear overnight with the so you're not like rubbing lotion all over your sheets and stuff. I don't have any of those, or I lost them all. So I had like socks on my hands. I just had like these big, like the baggiest socks I could find, so they don't squish my fingers. So I have these like big baggy socks on my hands, and here I am. It's after midnight. It's pitch black. I've got this tiny little notepad on my pillow that I'm just frantically scribbling on, trying to hold a pen with my sock hand with like lotion and. I was just trying to listen to ocean sounds so I could get to sleep, dude. And then I'm writing all these ideas about this awesome game I'm never gonna make about pirates, but no, I'm definitely gonna make it this time. It'll be awesome, you know? And then in the morning I woke up and I was like, why is there ink on my pillow? So I also got ink all over the pillow. Oh my god. So, yep. That's my story. So we're not listening to ocean sounds in bed anymore. Like, I'll let my husband pick I'm like, pick whatever sound you want, but not the ocean one, because I cannot, I have to sleep tonight. No ocean sounds, no pirates, no game ideas, just sleep. No sock hand scribbling. And I'm a little nervous too, because I took all those little notes and I threw them in a notebook, and I want to like write them out clearly and nicely. But I haven't done it yet. And I'm like nervous because now it's been a couple days. I'm like, I sure hope I can read those. But yeah, that was, there's my story.